Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast, Keep It Together by Aarti Bajaj. I'm a life and a yoga coach, and if you have any dilemmas you'd like me to guide you through, please DM your questions on our Instagram, keepittogether.kids, or email us on info@kidshop.me. So, during one of my coaching sessions, I was discussing with one of my clients the difference between blaming versus taking responsibility. And I thought to myself that this is most certainly the topic of my podcast this week. Very often, when we face a challenge or a hurdle in life, the first thing we do is literally hunt for someone to put a blame on. But how many of us actually take responsibility? Let's take a step back and understand this entire concept. A lot of people feel a burden the moment they are asked to take responsibility. However, it is actually the opposite. Taking responsibility actually leads to freedom. It empowers you as you're now in charge of your own emotions. Blame, on the other hand, leads to burden as it does nothing but puts other people in charge of our happiness. It is often used to divert attention from ourselves. Instead of focusing on taking ownership of our problems, we tune ourselves to carry out the act of judgment. This approach leads to negative energy, helplessness, and extreme disregard for our own actions. We often see ourselves as victims of a situation, and if you have been doing just this, I have 3 tips that will help you take back the remote control of your life from the hands of other people. Number 1, start using the I language instead of the you language. So, instead of saying something like, "You don't care about me, you never call to check on me," we can rephrase and communicate the same using the I language. Like, "When you don't call me, I feel very lonely and disconnected." See the difference there? Let's take another example. "You are always careless about spending money. You never watch the budget." Instead of this, we can use an I statement like, "I feel very nervous and stressed when the money is spent on unwanted items." By doing this, we let the other party know that how we feel, but without blaming them for how we feel. Yeah, makes sense, I hope. Well, the second tip I'd like to give is end the blame game. It is so easy to blame others for why we can't do something, but it's high time that we stop this blame game. Stop looking out of that window and judging everybody. Instead, look in the mirror and look at yourself. Again, I'm not suggesting that we stop blaming ourselves for things that happen to us. It's just about holding yourself accountable for your actions. So, stop creating excuses and create your own future instead. Know that taking responsibility is not an act, it is a lifestyle. Third tip would be make it fun. Make taking responsibility fun. Did you know that in Japan, most schools don't employ janitors? Rather than having someone clean up after them, students and teachers take 15 minutes to scrub the school themselves each day. The educators there believe that it helps the kids learn about responsibility, and by thinking of responsibility as helping each other, chores feel less tedious and more like teamwork. So the next time you cringe at the sight of those unwashed dishes or an unkept wardrobe, don't create a story filled with excuses or characters to blame. Instead, put on your headphones, play your favorite music, and get going. Make it fun. Hope these tips help you gain a different perspective on taking responsibility versus playing the blame game. Have a great week, you all. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, this is Aarti Bajaj helping you keep it together.